three public hearings for the Alpena County Road Commission member expansion. We're going to open it up to public comment. Mike, is it on? Mike is none?
I can hear.
Where's Mike? Give me your mic over there.
Yeah, mine's on. It must be on. Here.
There, can you hear me now? Yeah, better? Okay. Okay, the first public comment card we have is from Amy Matusek. If you will come up, give me your name and your address.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Amy Matuzak, and I live on Beaver Lake Road in Alpena County. I last stood here 2 years ago, speaking not only for myself, but on behalf of many neighbors, many of whom are senior citizens, who feel ignored when it comes to the condition of our road. Since then, I've stayed engaged. I've attended road commission meetings, township board meetings, met with my district commissioner, and even discussed this with our state representative, Cam Cabot. Osneek Township has even offered to allocate funding to a Beaver Lake Road improvement project, if approved by the road commission. Beaver Lake Road is a primary, heavily traveled dirt road. The lack of maintenance is creating serious problems: choking dust, increased respiratory issues, damaged vehicles, and a negative impact on our local livestock. This is more than an inconvenience. It's a public health and safety issue. Many residents, myself included, believe that the current three-member board commission lacks the bandwidth and perspective to respond effectively to community needs. We've voiced concerns many times and have been told that Beaver Lake Road will never be paved in our lifetime. That kind of response is deeply discouraging. With the passage of House Bill 4230 and the potential for additional funding sources called the Neighborhood Road Fund, there is now an opportunity to act. But without responsive leadership, those funds may never benefit the people who need it the most. Tonight, I'm asking you to consider expanding the road commission by 2 additional members. This change could bring new ideas, more accountability, and better representation for the residents, not just for Beaver Lake Road, but across the county. We're not asking for miracles. We're asking for action, fairness, and a voice that's truly heard. Thank you for your time and consideration. If you are interested in looking at the bills that have been passed by the House, there's 7 bills in the Senate Appropriation Committee that are pending right now. I did make a copy if anyone's interested, and if you have questions, public or private after, I'm available.
Jesse, would you file a this? Okay, give them to Jesse. Yep.
You would like these?
Yeah.
Get some, I'll get them.
The last one is the one that's already been funded with the monies that we have received, and the other ones are ones that you would be able to receive.
Thank you. Gary Gorin.
Just squeeze in here. Hello, my name is Gary Gorn at 109 Glenridge Street in Alpena. Thanks for listening to us tonight. I'm here to speak in support of raising the number of commissioners from 3 to 5. As a public citizen, I was not able to vote for these commissioners. I don't feel they represent me and even actually care what I have to say. They all live in the northwestern part of the county as well. Commissioners Tom and Jerry sounds like a cartoon, doesn't it? Would argue that if it isn't broke, don't fix it, but it is broken, which is why I'm standing here today. Tom and Jerry better not have a coffee together and talk shop. It would be a violation of the Open Meetings Act. Even if one of the current commissioners, Gerald Lucas, feels that the number should be raised from 3 to 5, and he addressed those reasons here on April 22nd. He said that 2 commissioners have too much power, and I would agree. As you may remember, I sent you a letter back on May 2nd, and I contacted a dozen northern Michigan counties about Alpena size that had moved from a 3 to a 5 member road commission. About half of the state has now done this. Here are some of the highlights, and perhaps you know some of these people personally. James Harris, who has Ryan's position over manager of Dickinson County, said it has brought a more diversified board with more discussion and talents. Steve Yoder, who is the county commissioner chair in Leelanau County, said having 3 members on the board has made it difficult for people to even meet one-on-one because it's clearly a violation of the Open Meetings Act, and I believe it's been beneficial moving to 5. Jody Norman, who is the managing director over at Delta County, said we switched from 3 to 5 because some individuals were making some bad decisions, and some had obvious agendas on their part. It was not a good place to work at the time. I can honestly say I would not want to go back to a 3-member board. Going over to Wascota County, Chuck Varner says that having a board with 5 members results in a greater balance in decision-making, and our 5-member board has been much more productive compared to the 3-member board. Over in Manistee County, Jeff Dones said he's been on the board since 2014 as the county board chair, and there's been no downsides to having a larger board. The additional salaries for 2 more board members would not be a major factor. Over in Wexford County, Cadillac, Joe Porterfield has said that a 5-member board better represents the people across the county. In my 3 years on the county, it has worked well for us. Please do the right thing by increasing the number of road commissioners to 5. In the meantime, I'll be looking for Tom and Jerry in the coffee shop, cell phone and lawsuit ready to go. Thanks.
Thank you. Our next one is Jacob Rebel. Guys, pronounce it right?
You did, yeah.
All right.
Hi, Commissioners. My name is Jacob Riebel, and I'm from Long Rapids Township. And I don't think I can add anything more to what these folks have just said. I support having 5 on here.
Okay, thanks, Jacob.
Thank you.
Richard Magda.
Evening, my name is Richard Magda. I live at 103 Bristol Court in Alpena, and thank you for the opportunity to speak on behalf of the expanding the road commission. I too agree with expanding the road commission because I believe it takes and broadens the representation within the county. I mean, we have a number of commissioners. I don't think here for the county. And I don't believe that the county could properly function with only 3 commissioners, given our size. And expanding it really broadens the opportunity for the residents to be able to communicate with their commissioner and be able to share ideas and being able to bring new ideas to the commission and just not have just a small amount of people that do that. Certainly easier to conduct business because of the 76 road commissions in Michigan, 30 have already gone to 5. A more recent addition to that is in Osceola County. They recently went to 5 commissioners, and they actually went a step further. They went and had those positions as elected positions, but we may not be there yet. But in the meantime, I think expanding to 5 would do very well. And the feedback that the Cadillac News reports about going to 5 commissioners is very positive for all the reasons that I'd stated earlier. So I would encourage you to please expand the commission to 5 and broaden the representation and the access of the county residents to our road commission. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Larry Sumricks.
Thank you, Commissioners. My name is Larry Sumrick. I live at several locations out in the country. I also worked at the Alpena County Road Commission. And I'm in favor of a 5-person board. There's been stuff that goes on and needs to be changed. And I think this will be a good start on getting it changed. Thank you.
Thank you. I have can't read the first part, MacArthur. Jerry, you gotta get your handwriting a little bit better here, buddy. Yeah.
Jerry MacArthur, I am a member of the Road Commission Board now. And as you all know, I encourage you adding the new members to the board. And I would hope that you would compensate the cost by cutting our pay, make it more respectable with what other people earn in the community. One thing that's, there's a hallway here of people full of supporters that you don't even see. They're backed all the way out into the hallway. So I don't know how you could plan to count them. They didn't even know to sign up to speak, so. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks, Jerry. That's all the cards I got on that. Anybody else want to speak for road commission?
There's a whole bunch of them down
I
there.
just want to say that I do not support 5, like Gary said. I don't know where he got that, but I do not support 5. I'm supporting 3. So I just wanted to make that correction.
Okay, thanks, Jerry.
Cheryl Lucas was my.
I would like to say one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
My
Name.
name's Munske Machine. I farm over 2,000 acres and we travel from Long Rapids all the way to Beaver Lake Road, almost to Upper Lake. We farm we travel all these roads. And our commissioners, the board are on the north end. We need a couple on the other end also to see what's going on. And it would help us a lot with our farming and everything. I think they would see more of what's going on in that part of the county too. Thank you.
Yeah, anything else?
Commissioner, if we have individuals in the hallway, we may want to have somebody let them know if they'd like to come in and speak.
I'll do that.
Ken?
I support the expansion of the road commission. I don't have anything, I think you've described it pretty eloquently, the reasons for it. It's perfect sense. I wasn't aware that this has been dealt with even for the road commission today.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Got one coming.
Go ahead. State your name and your address, please.
Yes, I'm Terry Ayers. I live here in Alpena. But I do go out in the countryside and whatnot, and I have been to some of the road commission meetings in regards to some road work. But from my experience with these meetings and whatnot, and what I was told were with a 3-person commission, they can't communicate with each other. That would be against the law, and if they did, they'd be in trouble. So how, I thought, how do they get anything accomplished? Are they going to be able to do all of this at the meeting? I've been to the meetings. Me, the answer is no. There's not enough time. So the only real answer to it all is the 5 people on the commission. Now they can communicate anytime that they want. They can hash over things and bring to the meetings, a little bit of brainstorming, new ideas, stuff like that. So yes, 5 people is the way to go, beyond a doubt, because I was at the meetings, several, more than several. So I know, and that's my vote.
Thank you. Anybody else? State your name and your address, please.
Sir, if you would like, that podium does have wheels. If you guys want to move.
Have it up a little bit, yeah.
There you go. That way.
Yeah, we were not, here we go.
How you doing? I'm Brad Heskey, 8426 Farm Road, Alpena. I would like to just support 5 people. I think, when you get more heads in the game, that things are going in a good direction, so I guess that's what I prefer, so
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Come on.
Hi, I am Donna Lee Kranz. I live on 9720 Beaver Lake Road. And we are hoping for blacktop because we got to drive on the brand new Wolf Creek Road and it is beautiful and we need blacktop for us because the dust is unreal at the place there. And I've been there for 50 years already, living there. My father used to work for the road commission for 30 years. And my late husband also worked there. And the road was the same road that we live on. It's the same as ever. It's nothing been done with it. So I would appreciate it that if we could get some blacktop, we would really be happy with that. Steel coat, anything other than what we got now. So that's all I have to say. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
okay, so.
Anybody else? Anybody online? There's nobody else. We'll close public comment. Our next public comment will be when we vote on it. Jesse?
Yeah, it'll be in
July.
July, yeah, our first meeting in July.
July.
Apologize, I don't have that date, Andy. I believe July 8th.
That's the first Thursday. I don't have my phone with me. First Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. Yeah, it'll be July 8th.
July 8th. It's a 1 o'clock meeting. If not, then we'll close the public comment and we'll move into our full board. We call the Alpena County Board of Commissioners regular full board meeting to order. Pastor Shipman, you still here? There, I know you would. Come at 5 o'clock.
Five, just to be sure I was here. Awesome. You can't hear me, so I'm gonna talk a little louder. Great. So I was a little frustrated. You couldn't see people. It was
In a
awesome.
glare,
So,
in a glare.
You're awesome. Thank you so much. So I have a quote. So again, for people who do not have a faith background, Gandhi, leader in India, most of you know him as a great man. I hope you see it. He said, "My life is my message." That should resound with all of us. Our lives should be our message. For those who have gathered who have a faith background, I would ask that you pray with me. And those who do not, I would ask that you consider what your life is saying to the world. Let's pray. Gracious God, I thank you for those who have gathered here, each with a vision for how to make Alpena and the community stronger, better. It begins with listening to each other and trying to understand their positions so that we can be a loving, grateful, inspired community. Strengthen us to live lives worthy of our calling. And we pray this in your precious and holy name. Amen.
Thank you. You rise for the pledge of allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Carrie.
Commissioner LaHaye.
Here.
Commissioner Ludlow.
Here.
Commissioner Bray.
Here.
Commissioner Fournier.
Here.
Commissioner Britton.
Here.
Commissioner Konashevsky.
Here.
Commissioner Peterson.
Here. We got a couple of changes to the agenda.
Yes, sir. So just a couple of items for clarification on where certain items are going to be tonight. We have some tributes that will be distributing this evening. That will go under number 18, special orders. Commissioner Fournier asked that a previous item be added again for consideration to the agenda regarding emergency managers. That will go under 19 for unfinished business. Number 21, I received correspondence earlier this afternoon. It's time sensitive regarding opioid remediation settlement funds. The only other item, Chairman, if you would entertain it, after the motion to adopt this agenda as amended, would be to recognize Troop 92. The reason being, I don't think these kids want to sit here very long. It's a nice summer night. They probably would like to get home. So if we could maybe put them ahead of the other tributes,
Okay,
I'd appreciate it.
so moved. Okay, anything else for the agenda? Not entertain a motion? I'll make the motion. Motion by Commissioner Lahey,
I support.
by Commissioner Forney. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, carried. Public comment. Now we have public comment on anything anyone wants. Okay. If not, anything online? Okay. Close public comment. I'll do this right now, Jesse.
Yes, sir.
We have a tribute from Scout of America Troop 92. Let it be known that is with gratitude and sincerity that we do hereby pay special tribute to Scout of America Troop 92, who displayed selfless dedication and extraordinary service during the response to the unprecedented ice storm that struck our region in March of 2025. At a time of widespread disruption and uncertainty, when the power was lost, roads were impassable and critical services were strained, Scout of America Troop 92 willingness to step forward to support those in need made a meaningful and lasting difference. Whether through hands-on volunteer work, essential service, resource distribution, or acts of generosity and compassion, Scout of America Troop 92's efforts brought relief, safety, and hope to the residents across Alpena County, reflecting the very best of our community spirit. Disasters often reveal the true character of a place, and in face of adversity, Scout of America Troop 92's contribution stands as a powerful reminder that even in the most challenging moments, the heart of Alpena County be stronger in its people. Now, therefore, we, Alpena Board of Commissioners, pay special tribute to Scout of America Troop 92, shining an example of what it truly means to be an Alpenian. Thank you.
I need pictures. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gotta get it.
Yeah, if you want.
Actually, we'll have Parker go ahead and open that up. We'll open it up. Oh, God, just gonna hold it like that. There you go. Perfect.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know the area.
Okay, moving on, bills to pay. Have the bills in front of you. Any, need a motion to approve the bill? Motion by Commissioner Lahey, support by Commissioner Ludlow. Discussion, any discussion on the bills to pay? Only one I got is notice on animal control. We had like 6 months of Otsego. Do we have to, was that a case?
Yeah, so we have animals over there being housed for us because we do not have space.
Okay, so I figured. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Lahey,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray. Yes. Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky.
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson,
Yes.
motion carried.
Consent calendar. I need a motion to approve this consent calendar. Motion by Commissioner Lahey, support
Support.
by Commissioner Bray. Anything to pull off it?
Chairman, if I could, just one notation. When the Courts and Public Safety met, we were given a memo by Chief Edmonds stating that we paid out $8,000 for the drug box reimbursements to date. Our records are showing 12,500 was paid out. So I do have an email out to him just for clarification. But with that being said, along with passing this, we would need to increase the line item to expand. To expand the expense line item, pay for those by $5,500. Company ambulance fund. So the money's there. It's just that we just need to increase that budget.
You have that line item, Jesse?
I'm sorry?
You have that line item?
210-651-727.000.
Okay, we'll,
So you need a motion?
we need a motion to that.
I'll make a motion because I remember discussion and
We can't, we got to vote on,
I think we had a motion.
we had a motion.
got a
Okay, you just
motion.
have to vote. Okay.
yeah. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, moving on. Commissioner Ray. I'm going to kill your last name. Roulette, okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Hi, Lieutenant Ray Roulette. I'm the new lieutenant at the Hunts team as of 3 weeks ago. The burn grant is complete, ready for you guys' review. There's not a ton of changes from last year, but the amount is different than on the agenda. The corrected amount is actually $65,964. Do you have any questions about the grants or the team? I can answer those.
No, it's every year is the same. There's no matching fund or nothing. Oh, no. I entertain a motion to approve. Motion by Commissioner LaHaye, support
Support.
by Commissioner Fournier. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bray? Yes. Commissioner Fournier?
Yes.
Commissioner Britton?
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky?
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye?
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow?
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson?
Yes, there we go. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It's already signed, so I've already signed it, so Kim will,
That was something different.
that's a different one. Okay, okay. Okay, we're all set. Thank you. Library update.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you for the invitation to attend tonight's meeting. I do want to point out to you, we have a couple of library board members here today. We have Ms. Tracy Collins, Julie Byrne. We have our new director, Christina. Ms. Jennifer Graham, also on the board, was unable to attend due to some previous scheduling. And you'll note that that means we're missing one member, which means it's over to you because you get to select a new library board trustee member, and we're hoping that you're able to do so before August 18th. Because that's when we have our annual training for all board members, and it would be great to have a board member sitting in that position. So again, thank you for allowing us to come and present tonight for the invitation. I want to just cover a couple of things, and I'm going to ask Tina to come up and just give you some additional information on what we're doing at the library. We have some great programs for this summer as well, moving into the fall, and it's just great for her to have the opportunity to share that with you. So first of all, new director that concludes a multi-month search. And the good news is that we found the best candidate, and she was here in Alpena. So she is our local favorite, and we're very happy to welcome her to the library. The staff is very happy as well to have that director in place. Board vacancy, I've already mentioned. Mr. Joseph Garber stepped down as of last week on Wednesday, notified the board. And so that position is now open, and we are looking forward to having a new member signed. Some of the big issues for this year is, first of all, was our director. That is accomplished. The next issue is our new director is now working on our strategic plan, utilizing members of the community as well as members of the board. And so she will be working on that, and we anticipate about another 6 months. So towards the end of the year, we can hopefully conclude that strategic plan, and we'll be looking. We always set, give broad ideas for 10 years, but in all reality, we're looking at a 3 to 5 year window for setting our objectives. Financials, yeah, each of you should have a copy of our County Library financials, which is a look. where we are as of June. The good news is we are tracking in the positive range. And we have no anticipation of us going outside of that. So overall positive on the financials. Facilities, I do want to bring up just a couple of items. And this is primarily just because you'll see it as you walk by the library. You'll notice one of our main objectives for this year is on the annex to the library, Doc Courier there. You'll see some of the stucco is coming off the sides. We've been aware of this. It's something happened when it was installed. So we're actively soliciting bids, correct it, fixed. Our HVAC systems, which you don't see, are something that we're always keeping a close eye on as well. Those are big items. And so those are the big ones that you would maybe hear about if you were attending a library board meeting in the near future. As far as upcoming community engagements, our director is actively engaging with local groups, and we're accepting invitations as well. She'll be presenting to the Rotary Club on the 13th of July. This is an opportunity for the library to reach out to the community and just let the community know what's happening. So she is going to come up next, and she's just going to share some additional information. She can add additional details if you have questions to what I've already presented. But I will turn it over to Tina to just tell you what we have going on for the library, pending any questions you might have right now.
Anybody got any questions?
No.
Good. Very good.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Tina.
How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Yes, I'm the new director of Alpena County Library. Just to go over a couple of things that happened last year, we got a trust fund of $250,000 unrestricted, which we have in the CD, and we're going to talk about that. The board will figure out a perfect place for that to benefit the library the best. And I do want to mention that Economic Generator Network, there was an anonymous vote to put in for award for Economic Generator Network's Outstanding Contributor Award. So they selected our Maker Lab. We received $15,000 to go towards our Maker Lab. Nancy Musical, our psychologist specialist, has done amazing work in our Maker Lab, and she plans on using that by adding more things to it. So we have our Glowforge, our 3D printers. We have 4 of them now. What's really cool is we were 3D printing things for the robotics teams that were here last weekend. It's pretty cool. For the profit and loss statement, the budget, I wanted to go over a little bit. The communal fines shows a 0. We won't get that until July. So that would be coming in. It's a little less than last year, which was anticipated in the budget. So the other thing we have done over the past 6 months is we have outsourced our payroll. So we have third party, Basic is outsourcing our payroll and also monitoring our personal time off. So instead of Google Sheets and paper, we get to go through a software, and it just provides that external control to our PTO and our payroll, and relieves a lot of stress on our administrative assistant. Dustin did mention the Rotary Club. I also be going out to lifelong learners in August and presenting our library to them as well. Some of the programs we have coming up are summer reading programs in full swing. Our kickoff was on Saturday. What we have to look forward to, we have a foam party in July, which should be a blast. I heard a lot of libraries do that, and patrons have a lot of fun, especially the younger ones. We have summer mosaics for adults. We have Maker Camp coming up in July. We have Pokemon Training Club coming up. We have family movie nights. We have a lot of things going on. If you ever want more information, feel free to visit the library, grab a brochure, and we also do monthly calendars each month. So those are available at the library as well. And I always invite everybody to come in and see what we're doing. Any questions?
Anybody got any questions?
I do. What are penal fines?
So that is something with the state. It has to do with taxes, and the Library of Michigan kind of calculates what all the little libraries get, and then they send us a check for it.
Call it penal? Okay. Sounds like people in jail. Thank you.
Thank you very much and welcome.
Yes,
Yep.
congratulations.
So in regards to the library, I don't have any questions. Excuse me, just a comment. I see Mr. Garber isn't here tonight, but I do want to thank him for, all of the years that he has put in. I know the last few have been interesting, to say the least. But, the prior 10 or 12 leading up to the last few, he was also devoted then as well. And, we do recognize that and do want to reach out and thank him. So just wanted to throw that out there. And welcome, congratulations.
Thank you. Leading right in there, Travis. You're up.
Yeah. For the
Northern Lights.
Northern Lights. All right. Jeremy, Jess, you guys have anything that you wanted to add or anything? I got your.
Go ahead and.
Okay, I got your email. So the folks at the Northern Lights came to us at the facilities meeting with some HVAC trouble with their dehumidifier. A relatively expensive repair, and they are hoping to be able to get into their fund to get that repaired. Typically, they would get it out of the Buildings and Improvements Fund, which is from the surcharge. Their commitment with the contract is for the first $6,000 they would pay. For them, unfortunately, the timing isn't great. And they would like to, and they've only contributed about 1,200 to the repairs so far. And they would like us to authorize the additional repairs, be done out of that fund now. And as the year goes on, they would continue to pay back the remaining dollar amount. Is there anything that I missed or you guys want to add or anything?
Yeah, no, I think that sums it up. I think we're short like 4,300 of the 6,000 so far this year. I think there's 146,000 in the fund, the surcharge itself. And this is just a really tough time of the year. The repair, the last estimate that I had gotten was about $17,000. So this is just a really tough time of the year for us to outlay that kind of money.
Jeremy, is that the original in there?
Yes.
Been in there, what, 17 years, 18 years?
Yeah, 2006 is when that rink would have opened.
I don't know. 18 years.
And, currently it is still working. If you can imagine, it's basically like a pizza with a quarter of it missing out of it. The last 3 days are probably the most adverse weather that I think we'll see, hopefully, over the summer, between temperature and humidity. I am able to keep it under control. I'm just using a lot of natural gas to heat the room, actually, which isn't really what I want to do, is heat my refrigerator, but it works. So, and it may be, the last bid that we got, they said it would be potentially 4 to 8 weeks before the turnaround in order to get it repaired. So we'll be probably a lot closer to a better time of the year for us, being in September and knowing where we're at exactly financially. So.
Yeah, I did get your email earlier that since you were not able to obtain any an additional quote yet.
Yeah, not yet. They just haven't gotten back to me. It's gonna be something, if you can imagine, this thing is the dehumidifier, it's the size of a small SUV. So it's not, I'm working with them or communicating with them, hoping that they can fix it in place without taking it apart. The last quote that I got from Climate by Design, who was actually originally installed it, was for them to build the piece, show up and take the unit completely apart and replace it. They said that was probably about 2 days worth of labor. I've found some other companies that I've reached out to that repair them in place by reinstalling, say, a new piece of media in place. So I'm working with them to see if they can't do that way.
hopefully lowering the cost and, be a lot less labor, so.
Well, and as we discussed during the facilities meeting, I mean, at the end of the day, it may still make sense to have the original manufacturer do the repair, but it is taxpayer money that we're spending. And so we do want to see an additional quote or two, and maybe you are onto something where they, maybe would be a savings to fix it in place.
Yeah.
So I guess, did they give you any indication how long it might be before they got you a quote?
I didn't know, and because once I asked them to try and repair it in place, it kind of stalled because I had sent pictures and we went back and forth, so I'm hoping that means that they're trying to figure out a way to do that. But I did respond to them yesterday and today, making sure that they had gotten the pictures and whatnot, but I didn't get it. No.
Okay. So you also are in search of a quote from the original manufacturer to fix it in place as well?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, all right. And is there, annual maintenance that goes along with this thing?
There's filters that need to be changed on it. I do that twice a year. There's an electric motor that needs to be greased. Other than that, it's kind of just a giant furnace. Other than changing the filter, there's a burner inside of it, obviously, just like a forced air furnace would have, and I take that apart, clean the igniter, clean the flame sensor, and other than that, that's about all there is to it.
So just so we're all understanding, you would still be responsible for the 6,000. It's just that the timing
Yes.
isn't great.
Yeah. I have concrete to pour, some sidewalk stuff to fix. I mean, I'm sure I'll exceed our $6,000. We haven't, I believe we were $32,000 last year in our maintenance budget.
Sure.
So
Okay.
it's just a lot of times our maintenance happens January 1 to like mid-February. Then we kind of try to slow down on spending money to make it through the summer. Then as soon as September hits, and we start bringing money back in, because that's obviously we're ramping back up, then that's the time of the year that, a lot of the stuff goes on.
Okay. So if the board agrees to this, you think that you would have the remainder of that money met by, say, like November?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That's for sure.
All right. So, I guess I would look for a motion to, allow this to take place. And I guess I don't know how I really should word it, more of a, a front load on our behalf to get this, process in motion with, the expectation that they'll have it paid back.
I think probably what you want is a motion to approve them going forward and getting the bids for it. And once they get the bids, they can come back and we can approve those bids. Would that be best for you, Rachel?
Mm-hmm.
I got a motion by Commissioner Leahy to go ahead and go ahead and get the bids and bring it out. Support by Commissioner Britton. Any more discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Well said, Jeremy. Thank
All
you.
right, thanks. Thanks very much for your time and your busy agenda.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
So just so we're on the same page, I also understand that this is a, a time thing for you. The sooner you could get, at least one or two of those quotes.
Yep.
Email it to Jesse and I, and we'll try to get it on either the next full board or if it comes before the next facilities meeting,
Okay.
we can get things in motion.
Excellent. All right.
Okay, thank you.
very much. Have a good evening.
For spending dollars, should we do a poll vote?
Very good.
Okay,
I think we already,
all
Oh,
right. So
yeah, no, I
Wait
just
for
want
the
to
bids.
look at the bids then.
But we get the-
Additional poll vote, bids are received.
Yep.
Right, get it on faster.
Okay.
Wait till the next meeting.
Sounds great.
Okay, Jesse.
So the first item is a recommendation to approve the Northeast Michigan Community Service Agency FY 26 draft implementation plan for aging services. This is something that's common practice. They usually present the plan, we review it, and we approve it. It's just something that they require. Doesn't cost us any money. There's no action needed on our part, just for our approval.
So action item number 4 is recommendation to approve Northeast Michigan Community Service Agency draft implementation plan for aging services presented. Do I have motion? I'll make the motion by Commissioner LaHaye. Support by Commissioner Britton. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, carried. Okay, Jess.
The next item is a IT contract with the city of Alpena. This is something that we'd worked out previously. It is currently going through the process on the city side. We thought we would just get a small head start, get it approved on our side so that once they approve it, it'd be approved by both sides. So what we're looking for is approval for either myself or the chairman to sign that contract once approved by the city.
Entertain a motion for that contract be signed.
I'll make the motion.
Right. Done. Oh, Mr. LaHaye, support. Mr. Fournier. Better get roll call on this.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konachevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next item has to do with the opioid settlement plan. These are 2 resolutions being presented from the opioid remediation fund steering committee. They met on June 5th and approved spending for these 2 items. The application process actually closes out on the 30th, so they'll be meeting again on July 16th to do a second round. But these 2 items were flagged, as things that needed urgent attention. They did have a balance given to them earlier this year, which has slightly climbed since that number was given to them of $118,000 for expenditures. One item they are looking at doing in the future with the balance is working with the Community Foundation of Northeast Michigan to create an endowment that would then carry this beyond the term of the settlements, I guess, that are coming in. But these 2 would need approval by the board. Both these resolutions would need to be signed first release of the funds.
So action item 5, recommendation to approve resolution 25-10 adopting the opioid settlement spending plan for Sunrise Center in the amount of $20,000 and resolution 25-11 to adopt opioid settlement spending plan for Freedom Recovery Center in the amount of $37,000. Have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Britton, support by Commissioner Ludlow. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Konachevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, and there's a part 2 to that. In order to make sure that we can get the money out, we need to do a slight budget adjustment to increase those expense line items. For resolution 25-10 regarding the Sunrise Center, it would be an increase to line item 284-200-969.002 of $20,000. For resolution 25-11 for Freedom Recovery Center, would be an increase to that line item, that expense line item, number 284-200-969.003 of $37,000.
Motion.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Britton, support.
I'll support it.
With Commissioner LaHaye, discussion. Roll call, please.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yeah.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konachevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
The next item, these 2, I may ask Commissioner Ludlow or Commissioner Fournier to jump in if there's additional questions, but it has to do with the mooring of boats and watercraft at county parks. We're asking for this board to request, we're requesting this board to amend the ordinance and give that commission the ability to set the fees. With that one, we would also have to have a GL number created. Possibly, we might have to have budget adjustments to increase that created GL number as well, but that could be dealt with later.
Right now.
Kevin? Okay, go ahead.
No, if you want Kevin to speak, it's fine.
Yeah.
That is, people on the Parks Commission know that the ordinance is currently written, is not being followed.
Right.
And they're boats by pulling them up on shore. I guess maybe I could read it. No person shall while on county property, beach, moor, store any boat, raft, canoe, jet ski, sailboat, or similar device outside of regular park hours. Regular park hours are 8 AM to 10 PM. And so anybody that's leaving their boat in overnight is in violation of the parks ordinance. That's been going on. It's been observed by the new members of the Parks Commission. And so the managers are failing to enforce our parks ordinance. And so when I started talking to people about it, I was approached at Long Lake by a customer who uses the park, and he said that he would be willing to support purchasing docks with monetary money, to help us buy it, if he could moor his boat. We could do it with written permission, but that would get kind of complex to have written permission for a lot of different people in the parks. And there's really no policies on how to handle that. And so I guess what we're asking is maybe we should look at the ordinance and how, and maybe change some things. One of the things it says is, written permission from the county's designee. The current designees are described as maintenance supervisor, parks manager, other county staff is designated by the commissioners or the director of the Parks Commission is not mentioned in any way, shape, or form. And as just pointed out, the parks managers aren't following the policy. And so I think maybe we got to strike them out of that section and put in Parks Commission as your designee. I think that would be appropriate. And people come, if we have to continue to have written permission, they would come to the Parks Commission and ask for that.
Need a motion for that?
The advantage of this is that we can impose a fee. Most places that dock boats impose a fee, and we could use those fees to upgrade and improve the dockage that we currently have in our park system. We disposed of, I believe, 2 sections last year, 2 sections this year that are in such poor condition that they're unsafe to use. And so that's a liability issue for the county. And if we had a funding source where we could improve the docks and provide a service to our customers, I think that would be an appropriate move. The board Parks Commission doesn't write the ordinance, the county commissioners do. So I would recommend you to evaluate it and look at how the sections interface with each other and make decisions on how you want that to be done. Because one little change here could affect other changes in other sections of the ordinance.
So basically what you're asking is a request for the Parks Commission to write an ordinance back to the board.
We could do it that way. Well,
That'd be
yeah.
the cleanest way to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually looking at the ordinance kind of to starting a rewrite on it and got some information from from different people. So I was already starting on it. I don't know if I should continue.
I guess my question to the commission, would they recommend or approve it if we change and allow mooring the boats in the parks? That's an easy change, but we can address the whole thing if you would like. We can review the whole document and bring you back our suggestions.
Everybody's feeling on that. I mean,
Well, as it is right now, they're putting their boats in the water, leaving them in the water, which they're not supposed to, for free. And they don't listen to the ordinance. They just do as they please. The county writes the ordinance. So if we feel as though they should start paying to leave their boats in the water, be up to the county. Unless you want to go to Parks and ask Parks to write the ordinance and bring it back to the county. And
Which one are you, excuse me, are you reading out of? I was given a copy that was dated 2020.
March 2023. That's the
Okay,
last.
'cause I started with a ordinance that I got out of the Sunken Lake informational packet. And since I just got yesterday the copy of the 23 one, I was gonna see what the differences are. And the other thing we need to look at is our camp spot. We put the ordinance down there supposedly, I don't know, but that's another.
That's under terms and conditions.
So,
I mean,
Parks rewrite. Let's look at it.
yeah, I mean, you're the ones that are,
yeah.
you guys are sitting there. We're not. you
Yeah.
know.
If that's okay with our chair.
I've got good people that I work with. And they come in all the time. We talk about parks.
Mhm.
And so if it's okay with the county board, I would assume that, or hope that you would let us write the policy and then bring it back to the
Yeah,
board
that's-
and have the.
That's what I was getting at, because I mean, we're sitting here, I have about this much clue about this, what's going on, so.
Make the motion that we'll do that.
Okay, make a motion that we allow the Parks Commission to go ahead and write the policy. Support by Mr. Britt. Any more discussion?
No, well, yeah.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, carried. Go, Kevin. Guys can go to work.
Okay, I'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.
discussion for diems.
I have no idea.
I don't know what that
I
was.
don't either.
I don't know why it's on there.
Okay, we'll stretch that
I
out.
I was asked for it to be added. I don't know.
What should
Is
I?
that the mileage?
Yeah,
Oh,
I had to do it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I had Commissioner Ludlow on here.
Dan asked to add it.
Okay. That's the per diem for the mileage. Apparently, the mileage for the parks is taxed at this point. What we want to do is to get the mileage for the parks untaxed, so it's not taxable.
It was set up as a taxable item when the county's not like that, but the parks for some reason was set up as a taxable item for the per diems because it was included in the per diem itself. You don't have to do it that way. It doesn't cost the county any money. It's just whether we pay the tax to the government or to the employee and let them deal with the taxes. So
Are you talking about the mileage or the per diem?
the mileage,
Okay.
just the mileage portion, not the per diem to attend the meeting, just the mileage to go to wherever they.
Okay.
But just for the sake of consistency to make things
Diem here.
here, I think it'd be best to not tax it. It would just be my recommendation.
Just me.
We need a motion to revisit, to change that per diems to non-taxable.
The mileage portion.
Mileage.
Mileage, yeah,
Not-
mileage, yeah.
Complicated to do.
I'll make
No,
that
it's just a
motion.
pay code.
With
I'll
small
support.
When we change it to non-taxable.
mileage, the mileage,
Mileage
Per
only.
diem, the mileage,
mileage.
Correct, yeah. Did
We
you?
have a motion by Commissioner Ludlow to-
and I support it.
and support by Commissioner Forney.
Okay.
Any more discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ludlow?
Yes.
Commissioner Bray?
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier?
Yes.
Commissioner Britton?
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky?
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye?
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. So the next item is revisiting directive for the Long Lake properties. At a previous meeting, I had given everybody an electronic copy of the study that was done on that parcel, as well as kind of a verbal report on what the findings were. Obviously, I know that the waterfront property, as of right now, is kind of locked up because of wetlands. It was their advice that we hold onto that property. However, the 40-acre parcel was their recommendation that it may be worth something and we could look into selling it. I guess I just want to know before I start doing the legwork, because it is quite a bit of work to go out there and start putting feelers out and setting up public hearings and whatnot. Is that something this board is even open to? Should I go ahead and start that process, or do we prefer not to even entertain that? In which case I'll use my time in other places.
How many acres are you talking?
It's about 40 acres. We did look at whether or not there was a possibility for any timber harvesting on that property. It looks like it was harvested within the last 20 years or so. Recommended that we probably wouldn't be able to harvest again for at least another 40+ years. However, they did say the trails and stuff through the property do make it valuable. One of the options was to look at possibly selling it to a conservation district. There's pros and cons. The pros are that conservation district would then maintain those trails, maintain that property, and care for it. It would be open to the public, our campers nearby. The downside is that in the state of Michigan, conservation districts do not pay property tax. They would
Which
pay
we're
them.
not receiving right now anyway.
Correct, yep. So that would be one route to go if you go with the conservation district. The other is to open up and see if maybe we have a developer or somebody who might be interested in that property. Or the third option is just to leave it alone and not do anything. I'm happy to continue exploring. Again, I just didn't want to start doing that and then come to find out majority of the board has no interest at all, so.
Do you have any idea how much that property is worth?
On the low side, 120,000.
I would like to see it left as is, and I'd like to see it being opened to the public, the trails. I mean, they maintain them.
Right.
They could possibly make more. So I'd like to go over that route. So I'm gonna make a motion that we sell it to
You'd be transferring it too.
a transfer, so, yeah.
So look into it and then depending on what they offer, because if they come in really low, you might not want to, but I can at least,
Okay, well,
I'll start looking into it then.
yeah,
Okay.
You don't really.
I'll
need a
make that motion.
Okay, got a motion by Commissioner Forney, support.
Transfer it to who?
DNR, right?
It would be a conservation district.
Conservation?
I do have the name, but it's locked in my email. I can get that.
But right now, you're just gonna look into it. You can bring the information back.
Correct.
Okay.
Could we expand the park with that property, or is it wetland in between those two parcels?
No, you could expand it. I mean, it'd take quite a bit of work, but I mean, it's a big, you still have quite a bit of room on the current property where you could expand. But you could also expand near the wetland property as well, which is a decent chunk of property, but.
But I mean, that park is so huge right now, and if we expand it even more, that would be one huge park.
This is just to look at what they would offer and what that would look like. It's,
You know, there isn't much in Alpena for number two that doesn't cost. And if it, would enjoy it, I think that we should open it up to them. I mean, Rockport was taken away from us. And everybody enjoyed going there,
Right, so why wouldn't we just let the county sit on it?
but then other people wouldn't be able to use it.
They could use it now, can't they?
No, it's not open to the public.
they can use it. I mean, there would be no difference between whether the county does it or the conservation district has it, other than we wouldn't own it anymore, but more so like with trail upkeep and stuff like that. It would take,
Make parking.
yeah, it would take that off.
Yeah, me personally, I'd like to see the county just hang on to it.
Hang on to it.
So you guys tell me what to do.
Yeah, I'm just looking, seeing what he can come up with.
We should also look and give it to the conservation district.
Yeah.
For the DNR. Right, if you.
Downside with that is you don't have any control over it then.
Yeah, but they would keep it up.
So, and not for us, but 20, 30 years down the road, who knows, you may want to expand into that and all of a sudden you're trying to buy property.
Let's keep it for now.
Refresh again where exactly it is. Where is it?
If you're facing the lake, it's would be to the left and behind you from the existing park, and it fronts along Lake Park Road.
Yeah, where there's a trail going through there, and as you start to go into the park?
There's several, there's
Okay.
several trails through there.
Yeah, there's several.
Okay.
So we just wanna look into things, Brenda, just let them look into
Like,
it.
just look into it, but keep in our minds that we could keep it.
Well, again, yeah, I mean, yeah, this would be no action at all. What it basically would include is me reaching out to them, basically sharing with them, you know, the survey that we have and what the property looks like, see what they would offer.
Right.
See what it would look like as far as accessibility, they're maintaining it, et cetera. And then coming back with that report, you guys could say yay or nay.
Yeah.
We should also talk with Eagle to see what the requirements are. Because depending on how much property we own around it, we could utilize the wetlands in a mitigation bank because they've been untouched for so long.
Okay.
And a job that we were just on in Midland, where they paid $80,000 an acre for mitigation.
Okay.
And then even though they pay for that, it still goes untouched.
Got it.
So the property won't change.
Just a bank they put it in, so land
They
bank.
buy existing, they allow you to buy existing property that is untouched, is, you know, a certain type of wetland with a commitment that it will continue to be that way forever. And then they can do some work on property that's maybe in the way of a project. There's a lot of rules and regulations, but there is potential.
So I don't necessarily need a vote. I guess the feeling right now is just go ahead and keep exploring and report back.
Right. Yeah. Sounds good. Thank you, Jesse.
Okay, we have reports, special and ad hoc committees, facilities. Travis.
I was just talking to Jesse.
Uh,
I know there's some people in the room waiting for these. Should we hand these out and
we can do that. We,
move on? Just so we're not stuck here till the very end.
yeah, we can do the tributes.
I believe those are the majority of the people who are here, and if not, I can look for whom is, I'm not 100% sure who's getting. St. Paul's Church is here and the road commission.
Chairman, do you want to come down? I'll read these off and then we can do photos.
Go ahead. Photogenic.
Yeah, we'll let you do it.
You're gonna stand over
Yeah, I'll
here.
come up the chairman and that's his office.
Kind of stand in the corner.
Over here.
Yep.
That'll be perfect.
Get Bill in here
Spell your
too.
name up.
I'm not sure if all of them are here, but I know a few are that I put in that.
So I'll just read through. If you're here, come on up. So we have Alpena County Road Commission. I'm not in the pictures. I'm just.
You don't want to be in the picture? Sorry.
There's the flags in the back.
Picture over here.
Alpena County Central Dispatch. Tim, do you want to come up and? Boys and Girls Club of Alpena. Being Friends of Alpena County Animal Control.
I didn't know that. Sorry. Be quiet in the back today.
Community of Christ Church. Alpena County 4-H. Grace Episcopal Church. St. Paul Lutheran Church. Pastor Senior.
You're awesome. Could you take my
I
picture as well?
surely
You're
will.
great.
Bill, you hold this.
All right, I'm gonna leave it right here, brother.
I'll make a trip real quick. Meyer Alpena.
Thanks.
Thank you.
A&T Party Store.
Thanks.
You're outstanding. Thank you.
Alpena Public Schools. Geo Electric and Gas. Fat Freddy's Food Truck. Young's Appliance. Larney Castle. Alpena Combat Readiness Training Center. Alpena County Sheriff's Department.
Get the photo out.
Thank you. Okay, Country Apple Catering. Alpena County Victim Services Unit. McVano's Marathon. Ball Tire. Hilltop Cafe. Maybe mailing a lot of people this week. Pepsi Company of Alpena. Green Township. Long Rapids Church. Leo Lutheran Church. Girl Scouts of Michigan. Allison Woods. Grill Party Store. JJ's Steak and Pizza House. Marathon Market, I'm sorry, Marine Market. Alpena 45ers hockey team. Long Rapids Township Fire Department. Long Rapids Township. Thunder Bakery. Nowicki Sausage Shop. Discount Disposal. Hungry Hippie. And KC Sizzle and Smoke. I do have a couple more, sorry.
A couple more.
Maybe it'd be easier to ask if anyone's.
Yeah, is anybody else here that was listed?
I don't think so.
That was easier. Thank you.
Good job, Cindy.
Yeah, a couple more.
That's right.
It's nailed up.
Okay, Travis, now you're up.
Right, went it as long as I could. The facilities meeting was pretty quiet. We had discussions about the generators, the maintenance that was done, potential replacements. Pool shut down for 6 to 8 weeks, waiting for some materials to arrive and doing some summer maintenance. We discussed the duct cleaning at the courthouse, which was far more expensive than I would have anticipated. They're in the neighborhood of like $16,000 to get that done. We're waiting on, I believe, one more quote. Now, can decide what to do with that. We had the discussion in regards to the project at the Northern Lights. And really that was about it. Fairgrounds is pretty well ready for the 4-H season and the camping. That's all that I have.
Okay, thanks, Travis. Airport Committee.
Not too much new stuff there, except for got 13 applications for manager, and we're going over those. And we'll be interviewing those people in the near future.
Okay, Courts of Public Safety, Lucille.
We had the meeting where the action item to reimburse the city. But when the meeting was being conducted and I looked at the line item, I was asking Andy Marso, it didn't appear that any line items on the budget sheet I had enough in there to pay for that. But you're saying that you're all set then,
You guys just made the adjustment at this.
made the adjustment.
But it was, they requested 8,000. There was 2,500 in that line item, so we just needed to increase.
For the boxes, there was like the city for boxes and stuff. I didn't,
Box replacement. The issue was, he said that they'd requested 8,000 previously, but we were showing that they actually had requested 12,500. So I did email him earlier today, just asking for him to.
it was 12,000 last time. So what happens now? Do they submit these requests for reimbursement quarterly or annually? So once this is paid, what, if they submit anything else throughout the year, how is that going to get paid? Are they going to have to come up? Are we going to have to come up with?
Gonna have to adjust the budget.
Yeah, it would come out of the ambulance fund. So the money's there. It's just a matter of,
Shifting it?
yeah, well, the revenues there, it's, the adjustments are on the expense line item. So for one reason or another, there wasn't enough budgeted to pay for it, I guess. I don't know if it's because we went with like what's historically spent, but you can't really gauge that. I mean, it depends on how many people are they helping? Are they, are they out using these boxes more? So you kind of just guess, and then you have to often adjust.
Okay.
With things like this.
Okay, and then we made an action item to establish the line item for the animal control. And I guess you guys take care of it. Does it start with a zero balance or, well, since it's revenue?
Well, it can start with a zero balance, but I have historically, I shouldn't say historically. The previous person that did the transmittals used to bring us everything, including all the checks and whatever, so we would kind of see what's going on. Currently, what the sheriff's department does is bring us one check with all their items on it, so I have no idea without going back to every transmittal to look to see what was deposited, and there's no documentation. Apparently, they keep it at the office, so in case the auditor wants it, they will have to produce that. So going in, it will have no budget unless the sheriff decides he wants to say
Probably start,
X amount of dollars for adoptions.
but you're okay with,
Increase it.
you're okay with starting zero then? We just,
It's a revenue, so
yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, and that's what we did on that. So I'm all set.
Personnel, Brenda?
I have nothing to report.
Okay. Commissioner, reports to other boards, District 2, District 1, Bill.
Okay, DDH 4. We had quite a bit of stuff going on there this last meeting. We laid off 4 people because of money crunch. We hired a new finance director because the other finance director quit. And we're trying to get the finance thing straightened around. And there was quite an article in the paper. Anybody read that on the DDH 4? So a lot of things going on there.
Anything on planning? Anything on planning?
No, we didn't have a meeting, so that's.
Dan, District 2?
Thunder Bay Marine Sanctuary. They give us their normal updates, over 90,000 visitors. And there's 150 interpretive markers along the sanctuary shoreline. The Viking Cruise Lines dates, and they bring in over 10,000 passengers and crew to the 19 ports that they visit. And their financials are all in good shape. They did mention they're concerned about the upcoming fiscal year with how much federal funds they could get. That's about it for that. NEMCOG, again, the financials are good now. Received the director's report, which basically just means he gives us every meeting that he goes to and a couple words on it. And again, they're concerned about their federal dollars for next year too. Other than that, that's about it.
District 3, Seal?
Thunder Bay Transportation, they have a contractor to fix their building, finally, their roof. So they're going to be starting on that. And we're just working with, talking with the board on some raises, and we're doing an evaluation for the director, the next meeting this week. So there'll be more information next time. That's it.
Yes. Okay. For me, for District 4, Judicial Circuit Court meets in August. MOA is moving along. We're still accepting their garbage to the landfill. Target, we had our meeting May, and everybody's seen little tiny businesses going up down by the river. That was biggest discussion right there. So, and then material management planning, we're having our first second meeting this Friday along with the interlocal agreement for recycling. So that's all we got right now on that. Brenda, Commissioner 5.
County Parks, they're doing good this year. We've been having trouble with Sunken Lake Park, but Kevin's been working on it, and Jerry's been working on it, and Dave. So it's hanging in there. We have another manager there now. And Camp Spot seems to be working okay, but there again, we have Kevin is trying to get more done with the Camp Spot. So other than that, things are moving along.
Todd, you have nothing? Travis?
Nothing additional.
Okay. And John's probably at Fenway Park right about now.
Oh, really?
He's online.
He's online?
Committed, that guy.
Didn't think you'd miss that, do you?
Yeah. So other than that, we're all set on those commissioners' reports.
I have a question though, on the facility. How are they progressing on that for the recycling center?
I haven't heard anything. Who's been on recycling? Have we had meetings?
We had a meeting, last month and, we took the dumpsters are all in different locations now.
Right.
I guess you all knew that anyway.
Yeah,
And we're having a meeting, I think, next Thursday.
I was just wondering, I thought they were talking about breaking ground in July.
Well, they haven't decided that. They gotta make sure they got all the finance in order before they can start doing the groundbreaking, but they're talking about it, but I'm not sure they're gonna get it done.
Just curious because we did the bond.
Yeah, yeah. Special orders, we've already did that. Finished business, emergency management.
Yeah, I just added that. Commissioner Fournier asked that be put back on the agenda.
At a previous board meeting, I made the motion to hire a full-time emergency manager. That motion was tabled by another member who said that he had some other ideas and plans. To date, I have not heard these other ideas or plans. But I feel enough time has passed and I'd like to move forward. So for the second time, I'm making the motion that pending the county administrator funding, we move forward with beginning the process to fill the emergency manager's position with a full-time person. I think it's time we move with this because Kim is getting tired. It's time.
Mhm.
So that was my motion.
Can I support? Motion by Commissioner Fournier, support by Mr. Ludlow. Discussion. Kim, is that full-time or is it a part-time? Full-time?
Whatever you call it.
Yeah, okay.
Full-time.
Right now, it's a part-time.
It's right now it's a part-time with
I'm part-time 911, part-time.
That's why.
half and half, eh? Okay,
That's why we need a full-time.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
okay. So we got a motion, we've got a second. Any more discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes,
Motion carried.
Thank you.
it's all on you now, Jesse. Another
Jesse,
job.
find the money.
All right.
Does any correspondence come in? New business opioid.
So we received correspondence earlier today from legal counsel. Let's see, has to do with a small settlement that was reached with the opioid manufacturer Sandoz Incorporated for $99 million, of which Alpena County is estimated to receive a one-time payment of $69,162.32 under that settlement, pending us passing a resolution and signing that record saying that we're okay with that settlement. Would be my recommendation that we go forth with passing that resolution, signing that document and getting those funds for the opioid remediation settlement steering committee to then determine how to spend.
Entertain a motion to sign this.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner LaHaye, support. Commissioner Fournier, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Fournier,
Excuse me, yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow.
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes,
Motion carried.
and that's already been signed, Jesse. I signed that.
Okay, thank you.
Any other new business?
Sir.
Not public comment. We have Louis Bartz. His first one was had a card. Bartz. He left, okay. Hey,
Said it wasn't good to see anything. My name is Beth Pelkey. I live at 7011 Long Rapids Road. I just have one comment to make. These are public meetings. I'm not the oldest one here and I'm not the youngest one here. I know every single one of you has a mom voice and a dad voice. I don't know if the microphones need to be done. And granted, I was in the back of the room, but I'm just having a horrible time hearing most of you. So if you could think about that and speak to the room instead of
Track different things. It's always nice to know where the revenue's coming from.
know where things are coming from.
It was just a,
And we've had a lot of adoptions because we've had a lot of surrenders. We've been a full shelter for years. I mean, I've been involved. We have a lot of income through turn to owners and that type of thing, surrender. So it would be nice to know where the money comes from, right?
I can tell you, I have a report if you want me to.
yeah, but also it's just the other item being, as we go through the auditing process and as we're looking at line items, if things are kind of thrown into what's considered like a miscellaneous, sometimes things are put under a thing that doesn't make sense. It just kind of, again, adds clarification, easy tracking for now.
And that's fine. I hadn't seen that before and I was like, oh, this is good.
And the way this was set up, currently, there's 4 revenue line items that are currently active. There's an animal welfare grant for $10,000 that I think's been on here for a few years and no money has ever been received for that. So we're budgeting 10,000 in revenue that we have yet to get. Impound fees, budgeted 7,000 for this year. Reimbursements and refunds were budgeted for $5,000 this year and miscellaneous revenue / donations was budgeted for 25,000. So I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark and say that's where the adoption fees have been going. But of course, I do not see any of that documentation, so I do not know.
Because I'm involved in the cash count process, so that's good for me to know. Okay.
But I can create a line item and they can set the budget if they want for that. That's not an
And
issue.
then my next question, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the shelter as far as the maintenance supervisor to dispose of scrap metal on the fairgrounds. I guess I was surprised that had to be approved because I think that should be part of a job. But with the fairgrounds maintenance, who is responsible for that? Is it the fair board in the fairgrounds itself, or is it the county? I think of last year during fair, it was horribly rainy and they had us going way around and it was through mud and dirt and there's so many holes and so much stuff. And just kind of wondering who's responsible for getting that, the driveways and the roads and the trails that go through the campground, who's responsible for keeping those decent?
That's the county. That's us.
It's the county.
It's the county, except for the week before and the week after the fair would be the fair board to return it into the condition it was found.
Okay, well, it's horrible. I mean, it's horrible now. We had huge holes that.
I appreciate it, ma'am. Your time is way up though.
County Animal Control brought in gravel last year. It was late. We were kind of behind the 8 ball. But fill the holes that were even in front of the shelter, because my concern was those holes were gonna be ice And if we had somebody that slipped and fell and hurt themselves, either staff or volunteer or guests, coming back and forth into the picture, we would have a liability with that, with those big deep ones and any kind of ice.
Thank
So that's a concern of mine
You're
too.
way past that. So thank you very much.
I don't usually go over it.
You can send me an email if you like for the facilities and I can talk with our maintenance.
I appreciate that. But I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anybody else for public comment? Anybody online? Now I'd look for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make.
Motion by Commissioner Lahey, support. Support by Mr. Britt.
Yeah.
All those in favor say aye.